Hello everybody, this is Mithril Zenith, and yes, we have passed 400 subscribers. Thank you very much, thank you everyone. I wanted to take this opportunity to step back, chat, talk about the channel, talk about where we're going right now. In the background, I just have some footage of me grinding in old school RuneScapes. No worries, I'm very casual in this game, so no worries on that. I was debating on what to do, but I figured this would be less keyboard click intensive. So, 400 subs. It's been 9 years since I started the channel, roughly. In that time, it went for several years with absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then we grow. I started doing my Mordor series more regularly. I started doing some Fire Emblem stuff. First big burst of subs I had was when I did the Fire Emblem Zero Bases hack for Fire Emblem 7, and then 6, and then 8. Finishing my Mortar series was pretty big. The Advanced Wars Days of Ruin, all S ranks playthrough did surprisingly well eventually. And the Age of Empires Definitive Edition long play has done surprisingly well as well. That's gone just about as good as any of my Zero Bases or, you know, or the Advance Wars Days of Ruin playthrough, which has been very surprising to me because I would not have assumed that. I would have assumed, maybe it'd do as well as like any of the collabs I've done with my friends. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. It kind of is. I've had steady but very slow growth over the past several years. And over the last year, I've tried to push it. I've tried to push it forward. I've tried to grow faster, and I've kind of succeeded. But we need to talk. I have, on and off, done series of just trying to upload something every day because I know that YouTube is pushing shorts, YouTube is pushing daily uploads, YouTube is trying to push more activity. And initially I thought it was working well. I thought it was working all right. Initially I thought, okay, I'm going to be able to do this, get this done, have better results, have more channel growth. And then not only did it stop, but I've actually started losing subscribers in this last weekly push where I did one upload per day all last week. And now we're at -2. So that's been not great. So I must ask, first of all, what would you actually like to see from me? I mean, I'm still going to do the stuff that I find enjoyable, but I get that pushing daily uploads that people don't enjoy is, at least at my channel size, not a way to grow the channel. It is definitely a way to shrink the channel. And the last thing I want to do is shrink the channel when I'm just starting to get some ground under my feet. So I need some help understanding what it is you want to see, what it is that you watch, and how I can make this a better experience for you all. Because I have very limited time. I work full time, I have a wife and a child, and it is very time consuming to do that, so I maybe get a couple hours a week to do YouTube stuff, including editing, including all of that, which means that I do not have the time to really put in a lot of effort. And so when I do stuff like I've started the new Age of Empires DS long play series, Let's Play series, not even a long play series, I want that to do well. I want to feel that it's worth my time. Because obviously I'm still going to do it because I enjoy it and because no one else has covered that game as far as I'm able to see. But I want to understand how it is that maybe I could make it more interesting or make it a better experience. So with that, I mean, leave a comment, let me know what you're thinking, let me know what you like. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. We're trying to grow this to 1,000, but I fully understand that this is gonna be a long way off at this rate. But if you stayed here and decided to click on this video, you deserve something. I'm gonna tell you what's in the pipeline, what's in the works. What am I spending my time doing? Because obviously I'm not just sitting here pumping out random videos for no reason. So I've started clipping some older, some memorable moments from my older series. I put one of those out just the other day. Obviously didn't go so well. Whatever. I'm still making 1 minute reviews for the rest of the Fire Emblem series. I am currently in the recording and editing process for Fire Emblem 7, 8, and 9, and I have scripted those out, and then I'm going to need to script out 10, Radiant Dawn through the rest. So those are still coming. It's just going to take some time for me to actually get them down, but they're actually pretty easy for me to do. I just need the footage, and that's not going to be too bad. I'm still going to be continuing the Age of Empires, Age of Kings DS. I'm at least going to do the full campaign. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any of like the extra maps. If I feel like it, I might. But because there's not necessarily a hard goal to reach, like there was with Days of Ruin, with S ranking the entire map, I don't think I'm necessarily going to do too much outside of trying to 3-star every mission. Other than that, I have 2 challenge runs in the works. Those of you who have paid attention and watched my Seth solo run and Marcus solo run will be excited for those. It's going to be more in the style of the Marcus solo run, because I think the Seth solo run, even though it did significantly better, I think that was just more due to timing than anything else. I think people were a lot more interested in Fire Emblem stuff, older Fire Emblems then than they are now. Whereas right now, it's like, if it's not 3 Houses or 3 Hopes, nobody cares. That's what I've found. Tier lists have actually done surprisingly well. They were just something that I was like, you know what, I want some form of regular content. I'm going to do this 15-minute tier lists. And now they're some of my most viewed and most watched, most subscribed stuff. So, great. I feel good about those. I'm thinking of some more tier lists that I can do in the works. Unit classes, maybe weapons or items, or various stuff that I'm coming up with ideas for. If you have any particular suggestions, let me know. My favorite games, I'm just going to be playing through a lot of my old favorites because I'm nostalgic like that, and I need something to look back positively on, and I just want that. So I'm going to be continuing. I have a number in the works. I don't know for sure if I'm going to be covering a Fire Emblem game, because I mean, what can I really do on that if I do? Anyway, yes, for the challenge runs, I have 2 more. One's Fire Emblem, one's not. One's Pokemon, actually. It's not necessarily a challenge run, but it's an interesting run nonetheless that I hope you'll enjoy. Other than that, I am scripting out some more long-form videos. I'm just stuck in editing purgatory with them. I really want to do more with them. I have one on RTS games, which, why I feel RTS is a, quote, dead genre, and what upcoming RTS, cough cough Stormgate, could do to fix that, alleviate that. What big things I feel are important, because what I've noticed just in even my casual play experience of what I think the non-esports market wants to see in an RTS, which I think is really important for RTS to gain their ground, because you already have all the esports people. They're already going to try your game. You need to make it so that people who aren't interested in esports are going to at least want to pick up your game and try it. So I have a video on that. I have some other videos on Fire Emblem discussions. And I've also started reaching out to, so far just one, but hopefully a couple more other creators, other Fire Emblem creators, other discussions, whatever. And I want to try and do some collabs, expand my audience that way, because, I want to reach out to people that I feel that I could jive with, that I feel that I get, that I feel like, work well with me, or I would work well with them. But it's not something that I want to push, and so I don't want to push it. I don't want to, do things that are too outside my comfort zone. I also don't want to be that guy who's like, hey, I have 400 subscribers. Let me ask this 100,000 subscriber person if they want to collab. I mean, if Mecha wants to have me on to talk about like zero bases or something, hit me up. Just get me in touch and I'd be more than happy. But I don't think that's really going to happen. And because of the way I am, I'm not really going to be the one to reach out first because I feel like I would just be bothering them. So that's kind of where I am at. Yeah. So who knows what's going to happen at the end of the day. I would love to reach out to people and talk to people and work with people and make this a bigger thing. I'd love to make this channel actually somewhat sustainable, so I feel like I have more of a reason to put more effort into it, as opposed to just kind of, sitting back and, doing it as a hobby. Ultimately, this is only ever going to be a hobby. I do not ever plan on quitting my job and making this a full-time gig. That would be incredibly stupid, especially with my limited I feel like that would be incredibly stupid, especially with my limited time, limited knowledge, limited niche, and my lack of desire to overly promote myself. That's the biggest thing, is that it's taken me 9 years to get here, mostly because I've done niche content that not very many people care about. I'm not chasing trends, and I'm not obnoxiously self-promoting. I find the obnoxious self-promotion to be a real frustrating thing. I hate the thumbnail meta. I hate the, clickbait title meta. I have been trying a little bit of that just because I feel like I have to in order to get views and get seen. But at the same time, I feel like every time I try that, it just doesn't work out. It gets worse. I tried that with my Elden Ring discussion videos, for instance. That was a new topic. That was a new trend. People were talking about that. I made a slightly clickbait thumbnail. Does Elden Ring need an easy mode? Stuff like that. And the video bombed. And nobody cared. Nobody wanted to hear what I had to think, and they just dislike bombed it out of nowhere without even watching it. And that's kind of what happens. And so, yeah. Is this a rant? Sure. Is it complaining? Whatever. I want to feel like my time is being used well and being used smartly. Doing these scripted videos takes significantly more time in editing, especially when I have to edit multiple pieces of footage together, like this upcoming RTS video that I want to make, that I've had scripted for over a month now. I've had scripted and recorded and all of that, but I just haven't had a chance to do anything with it because it's so editing intensive. And ultimately, I'm never going to be happy with the final product, but I want to at least try because I want to at least pretend like I'm on a similar footing as people who have professional editors. I'm never going to be that way. I hate editing, but that's the way it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this glimpse into my mind. I don't think I have any more live streams planned. I'm going to keep doing this Let's Play series. I'm going to keep trying to put out these design videos, I guess I'm going to call them. I'm going to try and mix in at least one tier list, or either a tier list or a 1 minute review at least once, if not 2 times a week. I'm going to try and put out at least one of these, one of the Let's Play a week. And I think that if I just step back and do maybe 2 to 3 videos a week consistently, that will work out better for me and better for the channel than trying to push an upload every day when a lot of these uploads aren't necessarily things that people care about. So basically what I'm saying, I've tried to play YouTube system, it's backfired. Now I'm settling down and being like, okay, what's sustainable for me? That's where I'm at right now. But anyway, if you sat through this and watched all this, thank you so much for watching. I know that this is not gaming related, that this is not necessarily anything that most people would find interesting. I just figured that I'd give a shout out, say thank you to all of you who made 400 subs possible. We are on the road to 1K. We are still going strong. I still want to go strong. And so we'll see what happens and we'll see where this goes. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Mithril Zenith signing out. Also, if you want to know why I'm grinding here in the Stronghold of Security, I had a Skull Scepter that was imbued, and it just disappeared from my bank, and I don't know where it went, so now I'm having to re-get it again, which is very frustrating. But there you have it, there's the story for Old School RuneScape. Thank you, have a good day, bye-bye.